you feel it? Do you feel it in the air? Do you feel it? Do you feel it? I can feel it in the air. Hi my beauties, so today I'm going to be collaborating with Cece here on YouTube to create Valentine's Day makeup looks for you guys. I'll be doing the daytime glam and she will be doing the nighttime makeup look for you guys, so be sure to check her out. I will link her YouTube video in the description box below. After priming my eyes with the MAC Soft Ochre paint pot, I'm going to apply some scotch tape to the edge of my eyes, lining it from the bottom lash line to the tip of my brow. So taking the Tartelette palette, I'm going to first take the shade called Caregiver, which is a nice matte mauve purpley shade, and I'm going to apply this all over the lid with a flat shader brush. Next, taking the shade Natural Beauty, I'm going to apply this to the outer third of the eye, and I'm just going to blend that in to the first shade that we applied. Then taking the shade Best Friend on a MAC 217 brush, I'm going to apply this to the outer edge of my eye right above the tape, and I'm just going to bring it in towards the middle of the eye and blend it up and outwards. And I'm just going to keep going back and picking up the shade and blending it in, just building up the intensity one step at a time. Then I'm going to go back in with a fluffy brush just to blend out all three shades together to create that seamless gradient effect. The key to this look is to keep on blending after each step. Then taking the shade Bombshell on a pencil brush, I'm just going to apply this as close to the edge of the tape as possible, and then I'm going to go in with the 217 brush and blend it out into the deep purple shade that we applied earlier. And I'm also going to bring this shade slightly towards the middle of the eye as well. Then we're just going to repeat the steps on the other eye, and I'm just going to skip through this real quick. Now I'm just going back in with the fluffy brush and just blending out the crease just to make sure there's no harsh edges. And then I'm going back into the Caregiver shade, which is the light purple shade, and I'm going to reapply that to the inner corners of the eye, the inner third of the eye, and blend it into the purple shade. And then of course go back in and blend it all out. So I didn't want the edges to be as harsh as they turned out, so I'm just going in with a fluffy brush with no extra product, and I'm just going to be blending out the edges, and I'm also using my finger to just smoothen it out, kind of, if that makes sense. Moving on to the face, I'm going to start by priming my face first with the Marc Jacobs Coconut Invisible Primer. And then I'm going to color correct my under eye circles with the NYX Dark Circle Concealer. For foundation, I'm going to be using the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and I'm just applying this with a damp beauty blender. And then I'm going in with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and I'm just going to apply this under my eyes and the center of my face, which is my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and a little bit on my chin as well. And of course, none of us want any creasing under the eyes on Valentine's Day, so I'm going to be baking the area with the Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. I'm just going to let that sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to use my Studio Fix powder from MAC, and I'm just going to lightly buff this all over the face. For my contour, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Contour Kit, the Powder Contour Kit, and I'm using the shade Havana to sculpt the cheekbones. And as you can see, I'm using my angled brush from Luxie, and I kind of have it tilted, so I'm using one side of the brush only, and this way it gives a nice sharp contour, and I'm concentrating most of the product at the top of my cheekbones and bringing it downwards, blending it out while bringing the brush downwards. I really hope that makes sense, but of course you can see what I'm doing here, so I really hope you guys get the idea. So since we have mauve tones on the eyelids, I'm going to be going in with a mauve tone blush as well. So for this, I'm using my Urban Decay blush in the shade Rapture. And then I'm just going to use a large fluffy brush to blend it all out. I'm going to do my eyebrows really quickly off camera. Moving back to the eyes, I'm going to highlight the brow bone using the shade Free Spirit. Then I'm just coating my lashes with mascara before I apply falsies. And for falsies, I'm going to be using a new brand today called Allurame Beauty. These are the most comfortable and natural looking lashes I have ever tried. They're super easy to apply as well. I do have a coupon code for you guys, and I will list that somewhere in the video as well as in the description box below, so be sure to check them out. They have a range of different natural styles to try out. And not to mention that they're super affordable as well. So after dusting off the setting powder that we applied earlier, I'm going to go back to the eyes one more time and apply a nude pencil to the waterline, and this is going to help to open up the eyes and give a nice natural look. And I'm going to highlight the inner corners using my Anastasia Illuminator in the shade Riviera. I'm also going to use this to highlight my face as well. For lips, I'm going to be using my whirl lip liner again. And after outlining my lips with this, I'm going to go in with Tootsi Lippie Stick by ColourPop Cosmetics. I absolutely love this lip combination because it's got that right amount of pink as well as that mauve undertone, which is very girly, and it's a perfect color for Valentine's Day. So after we've applied the lipstick, we are done with this look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this Valentine's Day daytime glam. I know it might be a little bit too much for some people, but it is definitely a makeup look that you could pull off for a daytime event or a daytime date. Thumbs up if you like this video, and don't forget to check out Cece's nighttime glam as well, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Isn't just me. Isn't just me. Do you feel the buzz, or is it just me? Trust me, something in the air, it's just a buzz.